Hospital radio.
Yeah, and the ladies come along and see the flashing lights and the big tunes and see you and...
Go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the bloke.
Normally with a fella.
The human.
So, yeah, anyway, move on.
Well, coming up to today's show, as I said, we've got all the greatest hits of...
The greatest tits?
No, you see...
No, that is what you said.
Now, I was going to say that there'd be no swearing on today's show. There was a lot... No, there's going to be none at all. No profanity or filth or anything like that on today's show. What? There was too much last week and it's got to be stopped, seriously. What, the boss, was it? Is he really nobbling you? No, higher authority than him. Really? Yeah. What, the radio authority? No. They've been on to you? I'll tell you, the reason is because you were just pushing it to last night. I'm not surprised. It was my mum. I've got to stop swearing. What? Well, it was her birthday and I phoned her in the week. And she launched straight into it. I was just, well, listen to this. You taped your mum? Yeah, listen.
Yep.
Happy birthday.
Oh, do you know you don't have to go far on your radio, don't you?
What?
Your language, my son.
What?
Well, arse and piss and C-T.
I didn't say it. Yeah, no, it's all bleeped out. It's all electronically cleaned up.
Yeah, I know. You take it steady. I didn't bring you up that way.
Yeah, well, I got it from you. You used to F and C all over the place when I was little.
No, I didn't.
Well, you used to come in with a bottle of gin in one hand and a cigar in the other.
You lying, kid.
Yeah, no. Yeah, from a bingo, right? You used to come in with a vicar.
Yeah.
Nicky's sherry. You used to come in, effing and blinding. You know, I'm 5 years old. How am I meant to be?
You lying, Toad. You lying, Toad.
How old are you?
73.
73.
And I used to correct you in every way you spoke.
Yeah.
You didn't learn a lot. You got the real old Berkshire accent.
Well, yeah, I wonder where that came from.
And that other bloke, tell him your handle is Ricky.
Why? What's the matter?
And it's not Gervais, it's Gervais. So correct him when he's on the radio.
Yeah.
Your handle is Ricky.
Yeah. Do you want to give him a message? Because I'm taping this.
Oh, you ain't.
Yeah.
He said, do you want to give him a message? Because I'm taping it.
Faith No More from out of nowhere on XFM 104.9. Well. Yeah.
Pathetic.
What?
Gervais? Oh, it's got to be Ricky Gervais. My mummy says it's got to be Ricky Gervais.
You don't want to get on the wrong side of her.
Don't call me Gervais anymore. It's Ricky Gervais.
Honestly, you don't want to wind her up.
What's all that nonsense about handle? Your handle is Ricky Gervais. What handle? What's she talking about?
She was into CB, wasn't she?
What?
Yeah. She was not younger then. She was about 60.
Right.
When it was at its peak, and she used to go around, you know, things like, I'm in the land of the brain buttles, I'll be at eyeball, pregnant roller skate, all that sort of stuff. I don't know what she was talking about. I'm in the pub, right? She used to have a gang.
What, your mum?
Yeah, used to have, they're called the backyardies. They used to come out and, you know, be in the garden. Right. You know, doing a bit of gardening and about crazy paving. Right. Hey, help me with that rockery, Lil Chill. That was her name.
Chill.
Yeah, it was next door. Her name was Lil, and she married Mr. Chill, so she was Lil Chill. Yeah, honestly, you don't want to wind her up. We've got an ad break, then Radiohead, and then the second half of the call. It gets you know why I'm scared of her after this.
XFM.
Yeah, I was funny, right? Because I was in Crowley's show earlier. Gary Crowley. Have you heard of Gary Crowley?
I don't know whether I have or not.
Gary Crowley's a DJ.
Oh.
You better say yes, you have, because he's going to listen to this.
I've heard of him, yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think of him?
Not bad.
Oh.
But listen, we've taped all your last 3 weeks. I'm just going to send it to Larry today.
Yeah.
For him to hear.
Good.
You go careful. You don't have to go near the bone.
I bet you can't wait. You don't believe I'm going to play this, do you?
Not if there's any swearing on there, you better not.
Well, you wouldn't swear, would you?
No. I never taught you to swear anyway. I used to correct you in everything you said and done.
Yeah.
Even to the teas in the water. You remember? And the teas in the butter.
You've never had water?
No.
Unless it's mixed in with beer?
No.
Remember when you taught me to do the dustman's blow when you hold one nostril and blow it all out the others?
You filthy animal.
You taught me that.
I did not.
You used to come in and you used to, if I was naughty, you used to gob at me.
Ian, I'm talking filthy. You know I couldn't do that because things like that makes me sick anyway. Yeah, come on,
I can't wait to play this on Sunday.
No, and I won't wait to get up there and get you.
Do us an ident. Say, Ricky Gervais is my son on XFM.
Ricky Gervais is my son on XFM.
104.9.
104.9.
Yeah. That's
I
it.
think that's a nice Berkshire accent.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, okay then, 73.
Yeah, don't tell everybody. They all want to join in.
Yeah. Alright then, well I'll,
Right.
73.
And you go careful what you're saying.
Alright then.
Right.
See you later.
Cheerio.
Bye. So, no swearing, Steve, yeah?
I can't believe you're scared of your mum.
I'm not scared of my mum.
You're scared of your mum?
And you said I was drinking last night on the show. Last time. I wasn't.
No, you weren't. Well, you might not have been drinking. You were smoking.
Oh, she knows I don't smoke.
Well, no, she knows you don't smoke cigarettes.
You don't know her, Steve.
Hey, and what about does she know about the steroids? Hey, I mean, how do you explain that physique when you go around to see her?
She just thinks I work out a lot.
Well, it just seems to me, Gervais, that, no swearing on the Ricky Gervais show. I mean, that's what's made our name. That's our bread and butter.
Yeah.
I mean...
Butter, it is. There's 2 T's in butter.
It just seems to me, Gervais, that you're compromising the show. You're compromising the show.
I wouldn't compromise the show just when my mum's listening. It's Kenny Rogers. Bran Van 3000 on XFM 104.9.
Beautiful, Gervais. Are there any reasons, Gervais, for people to stay tuned? Gervais, I should say. Any reasons?
Leave it.
Any reasons?
You don't know her.
Well, any reasons, Gervais, for people to stay tuned to the show?
What, apart from Jesus and Mary Chain, Puff Daddy, The Smiths, The Cure, still to come? What, Oasis, Blur?
Incredible.
2 pairs of Jesus and Mary Chain tickets to give away.
Really?
And 5 pairs of wristbands for Embrace.
Embrace wristbands?
Yeah.
What, is that just like a little sort of memento?
You're an idiot, aren't you?
Have I married myself?
Yeah.
What are they?
They get you into the gig, don't they?
Get you into the
it's like a
Embrace gig.
ticket, but you can't forge it. You can't photocopy a ticket.
That's incredible.
I mean, a wristband.
Well,
you
it's
could.
beautiful. Gervais, we're gabbling.
Yeah.
We're gabbling. Gervais, I've also got a great gag for you. Seems like we have a gag every week now. I've got a great gag for you. Plus, Gervais, I have come up with the perfect murder. Perfect murder, Gervais, later on XFM.
Brilliant.
Listening to your mum earlier on, it's great. Old people are great.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
But I just think because she reminds me a lot of my grandmother. And my grandmother and my grandfather. I went to see them fairly recently. It was beautiful. And I go in there, and my granddad says to my grandmother things like, turn the heating down, Joan, would you? Switch off the telly, Joan.
Her name's not Joan. He's just lost it, I take it.
Well, he calls her Joan.
Yeah.
But her name's Irene.
You're joking.
Yeah.
You're joking.
Her name's Irene.
Oh no, will he really? Oh, sorry.
But he's not senile.
What?
It's not. See, that's the thing is, you think he's senile or something.
No.
It's not, right? He calls her Joan. Her name's Irene, right? I asked why. Obviously, he said.
He said, "Well, Dave, I'll tell you."
No, it's actually true. He's not senile, right? He calls her Joan, right? Because when they first met, he asked her, "What's your name?" And she went, "Joan." Her name's Irene. She said Joan. I said to her, "Why did you give him?"
The plot thickens.
Why did you give him a false name? She said, "You can never be too sure. You can never be too careful." That's as much as she's told me. Ridiculous. What did she think she was going to achieve by giving him a false name? She didn't tell him, right, that her real name was Irene until 8 days before they got married. Incredible.
That is fantastic.
I don't know. I mean,
they're West Country, aren't they?
West Country.
Right. They should have known that. They're presumably cousins, weren't they?
Don't start, Gervais.
Okay, after the break, Jesus and Mary Chain, and those tickets to give away. PJ Harvey and Victory on XFM 104.9. Before that, it was Black and Jesus and Mary Chain. Don't forget, I've got 2 pairs of tickets to give away for the Jesus and Mary Chain gig on Saturday the 4th of July at the Royal Festival Hall. We've also got 5 pairs of wristbands for Embrace.
Well, I'll tell you about that, Gervais.
Yeah, let me do it. Oh, let me do something. You do it, Steve, then.
You can take the mic, Gervais.
Yeah.
All right? At least I'm not scared of my mum.
That's because she's your sister as well.
Gervais, this evening at the HMV on Oxford Street, all right? HMV Music Shop. Embrace are going to be there.
Music Shop.
As opposed to the
hardware
sandwich,
store.
the sandwich counter.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Go on.
Anyway, it's about 11 o'clock tonight.
Yeah.
Embrace are going to be there. They're going to be playing tracks, all right?
Are they?
It's long. Well, no, they could have just been there. It's quite feasible. They were just there buying records or something.
So it's Embrace, that pop band. They're going to be doing some music.
No, they could have been there buying records or calendars.
Are you doing all right?
Anything.
Go on.
It should be fairly straightforward, this. All I've got to do is read out what it says here.
Yeah.
How hard can it be?
No, easy. Go on.
This is the kind of bread and butter of being a DJ.
Yeah.
Gervais, and we can't even pull this off.
No, I'm fine. You try and read it. Go on.
Anyway, Embrace are going to be there. I don't know the facts. Maybe they aren't playing music.
Oh.
They might just be, I don't know, they could be doing pottery.
Really?
They could be bringing some stuff that they've made, perhaps pictures that they've drawn.
You really have brought the level down. But anyway,
maybe there's some sort
the
of
important point is
crochet work
you've
they've
got to
done.
come here between 8 and 10
Shut up,
tonight.
let me finish.
Go on then, have a go.
Embrace, there's something going on at HMV later on, alright, in Oxford Street. It features Embrace. It's to do with their album or whatever. It starts about 11 o'clock, alright? We've got wristbands, 5 pairs of wristbands, to go in Morris dancing or whatever the hell it is, alright? But the thing is, alright, we're going to do the competition in a minute to win these wristbands, okay? You
This
understand?
is slick. This is good radio.
Super slick, Gervais.
Yeah.
You've got the wristbands and everything, right? But the thing is, before you phone in for them, in a minute, when the competition's launched, in a minute, right, not now.
Yeah.
It's going well.
Yeah.
You've got to be able to come down here to XFM, all right, this evening between 8 and 10 to have the wristbands attached to you, all right? Do you understand?
And if you're going with a guest, they have to come with you.
I was moving on to that.
Okay. It was just that I wanted to get on before July.
Oh,
Really?
I think that's enough for now.
Yeah, I know. It's one thing that,
exhausted.
we're rubbish, right? But the most important thing is XFM 104.9. Say that on every item so they know what they're listening to. So if someone just tuning into the radio is, oh, what's this? I like this. XFM 104.9. Good. I'll listen tomorrow as well. It's bread and butter. That is fundamental.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
textbook.
Laurie,
that is textbook DJing.
You know-
XFM 104.9.
Exactly. Which is what we do all the time. Laurie Halibut. Is it Halibut or Haddock?
I don't know what
The bloke who does the review show after us.
I'm not sure he's
comes in, he slags us off, he moans about the mess and everything. This was his first link last week. Listen to this.
No reason for playing it except someone else played it and I heard it and I thought that was good, so I'll play it too. Very good evening to you. It's Laurie Hallett with XFM's X-Rated Review Show on 104.7. And
I'll stop you there, Laurie.
Ricky and Steve out of the building. They're gone. They're finished.
104.7.
104.7.
Do you think he's moonlighting?
He's a little bit embarrassed, I'd imagine. Right now.
Excellent. Look.
104.7.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said. Excellent. And some people even make, some stations do whole jingles, musical jingles, so it helps you remember it. 95.3 capital FM, so you can't forget it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We should do that.
Definitely.
104.9 XF, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just so simple.
Yeah.
95.12 capital FM.
That's all, Bobby.
Scope, song for Bobby on XFM 104.9, just gone 5 o'clock. It's about time for a perfect murder.
Gervais, everybody knows somebody they want to kill.
Yeah.
All right? Everybody's thought about
Can I just
murder.
say, we're not actually saying that's a good thing.
Well, no, we're not advocating murder, but
No.
we're saying that it is something that crosses people's minds.
Yeah.
And, if you are tempted to murder somebody, why
At
not?
least get it right.
At least get it right, exactly. Now, Gervais, I'm sure you yourself have realised, perhaps the reason you haven't committed murder yourself,
Yeah.
this could be the reason you don't commit murder, is that what am I going to do with the murder weapon?
Yeah.
That's the stumbling block. You see, if there's a murder weapon, you can normally sort of trace the murder weapon back to the murderer. You see,
Yeah.
if the murderer has a problem, you've got to dispose of it, whatever. See, now I have come up with the perfect murder, Gervais, alright? It's simple. It's so simple. I can't believe other people haven't thought of it, right? What you do is say the person you want to murder, right, lives in the street opposite, alright? Lives in the house opposite, say, right? What you do is you rent a room opposite theirs, alright? You wait until one day their window is open, alright? And then what you do is you take a block of ice, Gervais, alright? And you fashion from it an ice arrow, alright, with a very sharp point, alright? Then you get yourself a bow, alright? And you fire that ice arrow, okay, across the street, through the window, into the heart of the person you want to murder, right? Killing them instantly, alright?
Yeah.
They stumble, they fall to the ground.
Yeah.
And then the ice arrow melts,
Yeah.
Gervais, murder weapon is gone. Gone into thin air, the wet patch dries, alright? The police arrive, they can't find the murder weapon, safe.
This bow, is this made of ice?
Well, the bow, see, all that is a bit of wooden string.
Right.
That could be anybody's bow.
Nevertheless, it is a bow, isn't it?
That could be anybody's bow.
Yeah, but then if you blow them just with a hammer, it could be anyone's hammer. Nevertheless, the fingerprints possibly will still be on the bow.
But the ice arrow, it's melted.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, what they'll do is they'll probably find you wandering around with a bow. Yeah. Look at this bloke who you didn't like. Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll have motive because you presumably didn't like them.
I didn't.
Then there's the little hole in his heart with some water.
No, it's dried.
It's dried out, is
The
it?
water's dried. Oh,
Right.
see, that's what makes it the perfect murder. Because
Right.
the ice has melted and dried. Brilliant. That is brilliant.
Okay.
Fantastic. It's incredible. There's not one hole in that plan.
No. So, do you have to conveniently find somewhere that, has got a flat to let opposite him as well?
Wow. Wow. That is the perfect murder.
Right. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Presumably you've only got one ice arrow.
It's just the one.
Right.
You need one.
So, but you've been practicing presumably with like other arrows, sort of to get your shot just right. Just as he walks in front of the window, you can release this fatal arrow of ice.
Are you mocking my plan?
No, it's good.
Are you mocking that?
This is Mudhoney. We'll talk about this after. Night of the Haunted by Mudhoney on XFM 104. What is it? 9.
no.
Yeah, it's 9.
104.9. Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you make the ice arrow?
Well, you can do that in your living room or your kitchen.
So you get what do you do? Do you have a mould or do you carve it out of a big
I
block
think you
of
just
ice?
chip away at a big block of ice until
Where'd you
you've
get
got
that
yourself an
from?
arrow. Well, you can buy big blocks of ice, I expect.
Yeah. Okay. I'll be honest. I'm being a bit sarcastic. I think that it's the stupid idea. It would never work. You're an idiot. 0171 580 2000. Can we have some proper perfect murders, please?
0171 580 2000. Your perfect murders, or they could fax us. The perfect fax. 0171 580 1234. I think we should give away a pair of those Embrace wristbands to the perfect murder.
Yeah.
The best perfect murder.
I
do
just
you
went
think?
out the fax machine and there was no fax at all, but just a puddle of water by it.
Suspicious.
Yeah. After this break, Oasis.
104.9.
Nirvana on a plane, the four of our Oasis, and some might say
Beautiful.
on XFM 104.9. I was listening to Capital the other day.
Oh, it's a fantastic station.
Great station.
It plays the hits from the 70s, 80s and 90s.
Well, it did actually play one.
Oh, really?
It reminds me of a story. Remember last week you were talking about you were bullied at school by Lionel Richie?
It was a nightmare.
I know, yeah, it was a big bloke. And I was bizarrely bullied by Hanson.
Odd.
Strange, yeah. But I mean, I went to school with another mega pop star.
You didn't?
Yeah.
What are the odds of that?
I know, it's amazing. But he wasn't. I didn't get into fights with him. He didn't bully me. But I found in retrospect, he was nicking all my ideas.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Who was it?
It was Paul Simon.
Well, Simon, he's got a reputation.
I know,
I'm
yeah.
not surprised.
But I mean, I wrote this song when we were in music class, and it was called "Lots of Ways to Leave a Lover."
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, well, the one they played in the Capitol was 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. And I listened, I went, hold on. And it goes, you just slip out the back, Jack. Make a new plan, Stan. You don't need to be coy, right? He's rhyming a name with a way of leaving your lover,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I'll show you mine, you'll see the similarity. You know, just hop on the bus, Gus. You don't need to discuss much. Just drop off the key, Lee, and set yourself free, right?
Yeah.
Now, I had one like, run away, Jose.
Right,
And,
clever.
Tell her you'd like to end the relationship, Philip. But I mean, you can see the pattern. And there was when I had explained she should find a man who really loves her and live with him, Tim. Right?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
See,
And
he hasn't improved on it,
no,
has he?
he's probably made it a little bit snappier.
A bit snappier.
I mean, my favourite one was just sit her down and say, look, I don't think you're my ideal life partner, and although we've had a good time, I really don't think we should marry, Barry. You know? And all he's done, he's put it in a pop format.
Yeah,
so
and he's sold millions of copies.
So I think I'm going to play him at his own game.
Go on.
Cut off your todger, Roger.
Obviously, yeah.
Cut off your nut, Bob. Cut off your dick, Rick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Slice off your willy, Billy.
That'd do it. That'd do it.
Cut off your John Thomas. John Thomas.
Yeah, that works.
That works.
I don't that one's like get off with her mate, Nate. That'd do it.
Yeah.
French kiss her dad, Brad.
Nice, yeah.
That might
See someone else.
Elsie. Doesn't work, does
Not
it?
really work, but
Telling you gay, Ray?
telling you gay, Ray.
Yeah, that might. I wasn't prepared to give Hank any advice.
Forget about Hank.
This is Ian Camfield.
Scott 4, Your Kingdom Today.